Hello everybody, myself Jyoti and this is 6th lecture on beta decay. So today we are going to talk about beta ray spectrometer. Beta ray spectrometer, basically it is an instrument which is used to find out the velocity of beta particles. In alpha decay chapter we have already learned this magnetic spectrograph where we calculated the velocity of alpha particle. Same instrument is used for calculating the beta velocity of beta particles. So again the instrument is same, which is based on the semiconductor magnetic focusing or 180-degree magnetic spectrograph. So the velocity of beta particles can be measured by making them travel across a magnetic field and noting down the deflection produced. So this is the instrument, same instrument which we have already used for alpha calculating the velocity of alpha particles. So there is a source, radioactive source, which emits alpha particles. A slit is used so that we get a collimated beam, and then in the path we have kept baffles so that it will reduce the scattering of beta particles. And here is the photographic plate. So this is based on the principle that when a charged particle of charge Q moves across a magnetic field of induction B, it describes a circular path of radius R. Now we know that magnetic field force, that is BQV, it is balanced by the centripetal force, which is mv square upon R. So BQV equals to mv square upon R. One V will get cancelled, and if we write this equation in terms of V, we will get V equals to QBR upon M. So that is how we can find out the value of velocity of beta particles. In a 180-degree magnetic spectrograph, a magnetic field of known strength acting in a direction perpendicular to the plane of the diagram bends the charged particles through an angle of 180 degree, that is semicircular path, and the particles having the same velocity move in semicircular paths of same radius and are detected by photographic plates or counters. So if we say that for electrons a field of about 1 kg is strong enough, then for alpha particles we need 10 times more, because of the charge of the mass of the alpha particles. Mass of alpha particle, it is 4 times mass of proton, and we already know that mass of electron, it is approximately 2000 times less than mass of proton. So you can imagine, so mass, it is plays an important role, that why we need more field strength for alpha particles as compared to electrons. Now, how kinetic energy of electrons can be estimated by measuring the BR value? So let us study that. So it should be remembered that when we are talk about electrons are always relativistic. Relativistic in the sense, electrons, they have velocity which is comparable with the velocity of light. The fundamental relativistic relations, we know that we have m equals to m0 upon root of 1 minus v square by c square, and linear momentum p, it is nothing but the product of mass and velocity. You should also remember this equation, total energy square, it is equals to p square c square plus m0 square c raised to 4, or which is equals to mc square square. So I will divide throughout by m0 square c raised to 4. So I will get mc square square upon m0 c square square, it is equals to p square c square upon m0 c square square plus m0 square c raised to 4 upon m0 c square square. Basically I have divided with this term throughout. So I will get mc square upon m0 c square whole square, it is equals to p, 1 c square got cancelled, so we will get p upon m0 c whole square, and this, both of this will get cancelled, so we will get 1. Now suppose I take mc square upon m0 square c square equals to w, and suppose p upon m0 c, it is equals to n. So I can write this equation 1 as w square, equation 1 implies w square equals to n square plus 1. Now we have n equals to p upon m0 c. For p I can write mv upon m0 c. So we know that in case of magnetic spectrograph, we have a magnetic field force which is balanced by mv square by r, that is centripetal force. So I can write bq equals to 1v will get cancelled, so we will get bq equals to mv by r. So mv equals to qbr. So I will substitute the value of mv as qbr upon m0c, and we know that charge of electron, it is E, so I will replace q by E, so I will get ebr upon m0c. If you calculate the value of this E upon m0c in CGS unit, you will get br upon 1704. So E upon m0c, it is equals to 1.7589 into 10 raised to 7 EMU per gram. So here we have calculated value of E upon m0c in CGS unit. So we get br in Gauss centimeter. The connection between kinetic energy Ek in million electron volt and br is given by W square. Br, it is taken in Gauss centimeter. So basically we are establishing a relationship kinetic energy in MeV and br in Gauss centimeter. We get the equation as W square equals to Ek upon 0.511 plus 1 whole square. This right now you just remember, because this I will take as a numerical. How we get this relation, I will take it as a numerical in the next lecture. So where this 0.511, it is MeV, it is the m0c square, that is rest mass energy of electron in MeV. So if you substitute the mass of electron, that is 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 c, that is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. So you will get energy in joules, and then you convert from joule to MeV, so you will get this much value. So Ek upon 0.511 plus 1 whole square, it is equals to this n square plus 1. Value of n, it is br upon 1704 square plus 1. So this is a very general relationship between an electron of any kinetic energies Ek expressed in MeV and br expressed in Gauss centimeter. Thank you so much.